The site is off the chain. Big ups to Jackie Dazzler, to Hollywood Street King, from the real Rick Ross.
I'm ready, Mr. Ross. You're a tennis player. Now, I was intrigued finding that you're a tennis player.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good. I'm still a tennis player, but not as good as I used to be.
Okay. And from playing tennis, you needed to, you were trying to pay for your tennis lessons, so that's when you got into drug dealing and stuff like that. Am I right or wrong?
Right, because tennis lessons is pretty expensive for anybody.
For anybody. Well, were you a fan of Arthur Ashe or something?
Oh, I love Arthur Ashe.
See, I know my tennis. She loves some Arthur Ashe, and from there, you're trying to be the next black dude playing tennis and all that.
Exactly. He kind of like was an icon for me.
Okay. A lot of people that
he was an icon for a lot of people. I mean, he did things that he went over to South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ashe stood up for human rights.
I already know. A lot of people don't know about Arthur Ashe, though, in this generation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He's the first person to wear colors on a tennis court.
Yes, I do. As I said, he's a forgotten hero. They try to forget him, but, you got to know your history to know all about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. And then you got involved, like, so tell me when you started to get into the drug game and shit, like, what happened? You met Oscar, what's his name, Blayton? Blandon. You met him, and is that when the game took off for you?
Yeah. I mean, when I met him, it went to a whole other level. And
what was your game before that? Like, what were you doing before? What were you making before you met Oscar?
I mean, I was making good money. I was hood rich when I met him.
You were hood rich already?
Yeah, I was able to meet him. It cost me $60,000.
To meet him would cost you 60 chips?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to, 60 chips didn't hurt me.
Okay, what year was that about?
Probably around 82-ish, 83-ish, somewhere along in there.
Yeah. So then after you meeting him, you were selling kilos for you were undercutting everybody.
Yeah, well, the price kept going down. So I was told, or I read that you were getting your keys for under 10. You're slinging them for under 10,000, less than what people were paying for. So if someone was paying 40, you were selling for 30. If they were paying 30, you were slinging them for 20, whatever. Correct? Yeah, I was able to cut the prices.
Okay. And not only were
you know what's going on. You know what's the cheapest they're getting it for. So you got a good idea. You know the market.
Got you.
So we just did enough so we could underbid them.
So you're underbidding other people who were slinging at the same time.
Nobody could match the prices and the quantity that I was getting at that time.
Got you. What was the most money you think you made in a night from dealing?
Like $3 million in a day.
You made $3 million in one day.
Yeah, I did that.
Wow. Now,
not profit. Now that's just money that came through my hand. Now, off of each million, maybe 200 was mine.
Okay, and okay, I see what you're saying. So the other million would go back to your connection. To re-up.
Yeah, that was re-up money.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this. Now, you were not only like having coke. You also they could also get jewelry, cars, and other accessories from you as well.
Not really. I wasn't really into the jewelry and cars.
Okay, I'm just saying buyers though. I mean, that's what I wrote. I read that people could actually get cars, arms, guns.
Cars. I sold guns too.
So you're selling guns, cars, and whatever.
Hi, China. We're trying to make it happen. I'm on the train.
Got you. So you're selling cars, guns, and anything at the same time. Anything people wanted, you could give to them.
Pretty much. I have my hand on the pulse.
Okay. Now, from fucking with Oscar, I guess you didn't know. I mean, you didn't know that he was an informant. Was he an informant?
He wasn't an informant then. He was a CIA operative at that time.
And that's how y'all was getting all the blow.
Right. That's how he had the connections to get it into the country.
Okay. Now, would you say that they were using this narcotics to shut down black communities? Would you say that?
I
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I couldn't make that assumption. I think they were more concerned with funding their war, protecting America from the Soviet Union. From my studies, that was the focal point of their operation, not necessarily to destroy the black community.
Got you. Okay, it was just to fund.
You're a casualty of war.
Understood. So it was just to fund their war. They needed the money to keep funding their war down in Nicaragua.
Correct.
Okay. Now, would you say you were involved in the Iran scandal, and that's why you believed you was the fall guy for what happened?
Yeah. Would you say that again?
Would you say that you were involved in the Iran scandal, and that's why you believe you were the fall guy for what happened?
Well, definitely, I wasn't per se, but the monies that I made definitely played a part in that.
Played a part in that, huh?
Right.
And who were your clients? Were you slinging to local street gangs, Bloods and Crips?
Yeah, pretty much anybody that wanted it.
Anybody?
they were my biggest market.
They were your biggest buyers.
Right.
Okay. Now, people from out here in California or LA will get it at a cheap price from yourself, and they would take it outside to other states. Would you say that's where the term doubling up came from?
Well, doubling up can really come from the neighborhood, but it traveled to other states. Yeah,
it traveled to other states. So you would say
the whole culture, videos and all that started to help the culture translate. But like you said, guys going to other states and other cities. Because even here, it started off with local cities here would come down to South Central to cop, and then they would take it back to their city. So it just kept migrating, I guess you would say.
Got you. Now, after your connection, which was Oscar, he turned states on you, and he only got 24 months, right? Was it because you believed that he was an informant?
He was an informant at that time.
Okay.
He did become an informant.
He did become an informant later on. But
he got busted with like 10,000 keys.
Wow, 10,000 keys, huh?
Right. And to work his way out of that, he became an informant.
Understood. A lot of people try to emulate what you've done, and I don't even think you're really proud about it, because after reading where you're going to right now, you're just a bright, innovative person. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about youngsters actually, emulating, things that, you've been through in the past and not knowing, you know what I'm saying? Just like,
you really have to understand, what was going on at the time. To emulate something like that there, you don't really know what you're doing. You don't know what it's all about. It's not, we didn't do it for fun and games.
Got you.
We did it because we was trying to survive. We thought that was a survival mechanism. And now these guys are playing with it and making fun out of it, and that's really not what it was. It was a life or death situation. Every morning that I woke up, I woke up with the intention that could be the day that I died, or that could be the day that I killed somebody, or it could be the day that I went to prison for the rest of my life. So, when you wake up with those kind of things on your mind, it's not a game, and it's not fun.
It's not a video.
Business.
It's not a rap song or a video, is it?
No, it's business.
Gotcha.
Serious business.
Do you have any plans to make amends with the community at all?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I just left Indiana Juvenile Hall. Two juvenile halls in Indiana. I took books. Only problem, I didn't have enough books for the whole institution, because they all wanted the books that I recommended they read. And it was wonderful, to see those kids relate to me, because they know that I've been through their struggle, and they know that I feel their pain.
Got you. It's coming from a real person. It's not coming from a fake ass nigga. You're a real person.
They know that I don't have time to play games with them, and I'm not going to fake with them. That when they hear from me, it's real.
Got